So YouTube, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So today what we're going to be doing on the channel is we're going to be reviewing Five Sauce's brand new album, Youngblood. This album for me is really interesting. I have been a fan of 5 Seconds of Summer or Five Sauce for quite a long time. There's a lot of different tracks on this album, there's a lot of different, sounds in it. And I think that's what really makes this album very interesting. Five Sauce have come such a long way from what they used to be, and this is their third album and it is completely different. Their past two albums are kind of similar, but this one is completely different. So if you're new to my album reviews, basically what I do is I go track by track through the album and I talk about what I liked and disliked about each track. So let's get started. Number one on this album is Youngblood. It was a single that they released from the album before the album was actually released. It kind of set the tone for, what the album was going to sound like. What I really love about this song is I love the chorus. The chorus for me is the highlight of this song, and it's actually got stuck in my head a few times, which is always a good thing. If a song gets stuck in your head, it means it's good. In the chorus it has this really cool, funky and different sound that I really like, and I really think it suits Five Sauce. I really like this electronic meets band direction that Five Sauce are going in. I feel as though, with this album, their sound has become more mature. They've grew up a lot, like their fans. Like when 5 Seconds of Summer got big after they supported One Direction on tour, I was thinking I was about 14, 15, and now I'm 18 and their music is more mature, which does appeal to, their audience that they've obviously known for years. Because obviously the audiences grew up along with the band. Track number 2 on this album is Want You Back. This was Five Sauce's comeback single, so it was the first song that they actually released from this album. My favourite thing about this album is how the guitar and bass are used. They just use some really cool riffs in both, the guitar and the bass. I also love the lyrics in this one. However, I do wish that this song, utilised drums more. Obviously with me being a drummer, I pick up on these things. It's so cool to say I'm a drummer now. But I'm more sensitive to hearing drums in songs. And in this song I feel like there's a lack of drums. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for drums to be used where, drums aren't used. Poor Ashton, he doesn't have a lot to do in this song. I know he sings too, but it's a good opportunity in the beginning, for some like soft snare drum or, like a little build or something, but there's not. Maybe Ashton didn't want to play a soft snare drum. Track number 3 on this album is Lie to Me. So this is the first new song on the album, so this is the first one that we haven't heard before. So in this song, I think the harmonies in this one are incredible. It's very cool to hear like a less upbeat song from 5 Seconds of Summer. And what I mean by that, like I know there's Amnesia, Invisible, Broken Home, like I know there is sad Five Sauce songs, but they all kind of have like a more of an upbeat feel to them, where this one feels a lot more raw and emotional to me. To me, it's one of these songs that are very simple but very effective. However, it's not my favourite track on the album. It's one of the songs that I would kind of only listen to if I was listening to this full album again. Number 4 on this album is Valentine. Now, this song is very different from, 5 Seconds of Summer, the old stuff, which, most of this album is very different from their old stuff. Again, I feel like this album is more mature, it's a more grown up sound. But if someone told me that this song was Five Sauce, if someone told me this entire album was Five Sauce, I really wouldn't believe them, but especially this song. I'm not really into this one, however. I do like the verses, but I'm not a big fan of that chorus. It just sounds weird and out of place to me, this chorus. However, I do like how the piano is used in it, but I just can't help but feel that there is something missing with this song. And I can't put my finger on it, but it just feels like there's a little bit of emptiness there, Track number 5 on this album is Talk Fast. This song, I'm smiling already. The minute I heard that little riff in the beginning of this one, I just knew I am going to love this song. It's playing in my head right now. The best part of the song for me, however, is the chorus. And there's also this little end piece, the end obviously, and it's beautiful and I love it. The lyrics in this one are very good too. This song is probably one of my personal favourites on the album. I was actually editing a video the other day and the song just came into my head and I'm like, yeah, Talk Fast. It's gotta be one of the best songs in the album, for me anyway. Number 6 on this album is called Moving Along. For me, this song is okay. It's not the best song on the album, but it's not a bad song either. I like the start of it. And then it moved into the chorus, and for me that just kind of took it downhill. I don't really like the lyrics in it, and I feel that the instrumentals in the background don't really work. However, there is one bit of the song that I really like, and that's the little bridge part with the piano. I really think that's beautiful. This is another one of those songs that I would only listen to if I was listening to the whole album again. Song number 7 on this album is If Walls Could Talk. And no, I didn't just, go back to my Hopeless Fountain Kingdom review. This is actually a song by Halsey and 5 Seconds of Summer. Same name. This one kind of has a bit of a swing vibe in the beginning, which I really love. And then I adore the way that it kind of fades in to like the chorus with the acoustic guitar. Like, I love acoustic guitar being used in music. I think it's a sound that we've kind of lost in the charts. And to hear it coming back in this album is, I really love it. There's also like a super cool bass line in this song as well, and I do like a good bass line. I think everybody loves a good bass line in all fairness. This song just sounds super cool, and I just really like it. I can't really point out a lot of bad things wrong with this song because it's not very many. It's a very good song. It's another one of my favourites in this album, but yeah, If Walls Could Talk, very good. Number 8 on this album is Better Man. So this song actually starts off with a guitar riff, which I really love. I've realised that a lot of these tracks kind of start off with guitar riffs, which it's a positive, it's a plus. This song also has like a really cool build up to the chorus, and I do love a good build up. As I've said before in the channel, I do love a good build. I love how the instrumentals are used in this song, but I'm not overly keen on the lyrics. I think the lyrics really let this song down. Just for me, that chorus is like, I usually like repetitive things, but for me this chorus is quite repetitive. Although I feel like it would be a good song to listen to live, like it would be class live. And I feel like it would be like a cool song to jam out to. Like if I was jamming at my drum kit or my guitar, I would totally jam out to this song and have a good time with it. Number 9 on this album is More. This song, yes, Queen. The intro of this song is awesome. This one sounds like very badass. I feel like this one belongs in like some cool action movie or some shit. There's like this little fade from the verse into the chorus. Then there's this like big instrumental that has that guitar from the intro in it, and it's got some really cool drum beats in there. And there's a drum solo at the end, and I love me a drum solo. You don't really hear drum solos very much. I think 5 Seconds of Summer should do like more songs like this. It really suits them. Track number 10 on this album is Why Don't You Love Me. This is another song on the album that I'm not a big fan of. The verses are very good. I do enjoy the verses in this song, but the chorus for me is very weak. There's also a build in this one, but it's quite a disappointing build. It leads into a chorus that's quite weak, and it's just like, Like, I understand what the song's about, but it just doesn't feel emotional to me. It doesn't feel, I don't know, there's just something missing again with this one, and the song just doesn't feel complete to me. It kind of feels like a demo with this song for some reason, but I just feel like this song needs something more, but I do enjoy the verses. Track number 11 on this album is Woke Up in Japan. The bass intro for this one is really cool. However, I'm not really into this one as well. Again, for me, this one has like a very weak chorus. There's a little bit more of a build in this one using the drum beat and the guitar, and I enjoy that build, but again, it builds to kind of nothing. However, again, I always try and pick out little positives because, like, they're 5 Sauce are an amazing band. I do appreciate there's like a guitar riff in it that's super cool, but the actual song with the lyrics and stuff, I'm not overly fussed on it. Song number 12 on this album is Empty Wallets. There's a bass line in this one. It has like a super cool bass line. And the lyrics are very good. And there's like some really cool drum beats as well that Ashton plays in this one. And I feel like it's another one that could be really cool to jam out to. It'd be cool if I was like the drummer and like I had like Callum Hood come over with a bass, but he wouldn't do that. The bridge in this one is very different, but it's like a good different, and I like it. It's a really cool bridge. It's not my favourite song on the album, but it's a very good song, and I would occasionally like to jam out to it. I think it's really cool. Track number 13 is Ghost of You. So this is a very emotional song. I really like that mixture of the guitar and the piano. Like, those instruments always, work very well together if played correctly. And there's like a build to like a second part of the song, which is really nice. I really enjoy that. It's like this big finish with the whole band, and there's like a fade then at the end. It's like a single piano, and it's really, really nice. It's one of those songs where you feel like you're being transported through the song, you feel like you're being transported through the story, and you can feel every emotion that way because you're being kind of carried through it. And yeah, I really, really like this song. It's very emotional and it's just a beautiful, beautiful song. Track number 14 on this album is Monster Among Men. This song to me just sounds like two different songs. It sounds like to me the four boys were just sitting in the studio being like, right, what should we do? It looks like, oh, I have this really cool, like, you know, guitar riff and I have some cool lyrics in my head. And Michael's like, yeah, I like that, I like that. And then Callum and Ashton are like, no, but we like this song. And then Michael went, why don't we mix all of these together? And you're like, why? It just doesn't sound good to me. It would be different if it faded from like one song that sounded different and then faded into like a completely different part that sounded different. You know, I've seen that done before. I don't even like the lyrics that much in this one. I just don't get the whole song. I understand the meaning a little bit, I think. However, again, I always try and pick out the positives. I can appreciate a good guitar solo when I hear one, and I heard one in this song. This is actually a song on the album that I would probably skip. There's always that one song on every album that you do skip, and for me, Monster Among Men is the one on this album. Track number 15 on this album is Meet You There. This song is awesome. I love it. It's very, very, very different. It's another one of those songs on this album that's very electronic meets band, but it works so well. I can honestly say I've never heard a song like this before. The lyrics in this one are very, very simple, but they work. And the chorus is class too, because it fades from this like really cool, you know, thing in the chorus, and then it fades into this acoustic guitar, and then it goes into that really like electronic mix. It's really cool. And I have to mention the little bass line in this one. Boom, 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 boom. It's really good. I think, yeah, this one has to be one of my favorites. Song number 16 on this album, which is the final track, is Babylon. Very, very dramatic, this song, but I love the dramatics. I love a dramatic song. This song has like a very cool guitar rhythm, and a really, really good build with the drums into the chorus. And then it has this like super cool guitar solo. It's a flippin' amazing song. It's very rocky as well, and it really does suit them, that kind of rocky tone. This is another one of those songs that I could actually imagine in like a really super cool film. This song is probably my favourite in the album, and funny enough it is the last track. I do think it's a bit unusual to actually end the album with this track. I probably would have ended the album with Ghost of You, you know, like a slower paced song. I always like to bring the tone down on an album, but it's kind of more upbeat. So that was my track by track album review on 5 Seconds of Summer's brand new album, Youngblood. If you haven't listened to it, you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, all that jazz. I do feel like with this album, you know, they are experimenting with their sound, and I think that's why a lot of the tracks are hit and miss, and why a lot of the tracks are so different, is because they are growing as a band and they are trying new things, which is good. You know, that's what I like to see in music, people trying new things instead of just copying the same old, you know, 4-chord pattern. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give a big thumbs up and also show subscribe button some love, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video.